I went from 0 to 6 figures as a full-time mompreneur. In this video, I'm going to give you exactly what I did to make sure I was able to hit 6 figures as a mompreneur. Step 1 is get clear. Get clear about how you're planning to make 6 figures. For me, I knew it was going to be in my coaching business, and so I plotted backwards. I said, okay, I need to make this amount of money. How many clients is it going to take for me to achieve that? And I worked towards that. You cannot be scary. If you have a big goal like becoming a 6-figure entrepreneur, you have to get really good at taking rejection, which means don't feel any kind of way about approaching people to buy your product or your service, because you need clients. If you're going from 0, you need to have 0 pride in this, okay? Because in order for you to break the ceiling of 6 figures, it's going to take you having a lot of courage. It's gonna take you being more willing to put yourself out there to get a no. Every no that you get is getting you closer to a yes. So in my case, when I first started my coaching business, I had to start with my warm leads, which are people who already knew, already liked, and already trusted me. So that meant I was going to my friends and family. And now, 9 years later, I could say I pretty much built my coaching business from the people who were already in my network. And it wasn't until I would say last year where I branched out and I started actually doing things like YouTube, where I started doing marketing and other tactics that were going to bring me clients. But before that, I was able to make 6 figures off of the people that I know. So don't think that just because you're starting from 0 that you don't have money sitting in your phone. Literally, that's what I did. I went through my phone, I created a text that let them know what I was doing and that I was looking for a sample size. You can call it a pilot, or you can say, I am going to be doing a soft launch. And you give them the opportunities to be your early supporters, to be your early investors in a sort of sense, right? Where they're trying out your product and they're allowing you to kind of get your reps in so that you feel comfortable and confident when you take it to the masses. So don't have any pride. Don't have anything that keeps you from putting what you are doing out there. This is your dream. So you should be able to wave that flag loud and proud. So once I got clear about what it was I was going to do and formulating that plan, the next thing was really figuring out how I could do this in the shortest amount of time. When I first started my business as a coach, I was still working a corporate job. And so I didn't have another 40 hours a week that I could put towards coaching. So one of the things that I did was I started to batch my tasks. And so I knew if I needed to do any content, that I was going to do that all on one particular day. Any admin task, I would do that all on one particular day. If there was any coaching that needed to be done, I decided which days I was going to be coaching. So I always had a plan for the time, the limited amount of time that I had to accomplish those goals. And I stayed pretty close to that plan so that I can start to batch all of the life activities together. Because when you are doing multiple things, whether it's being a full-time mom or having another job that is invested in your dream, you're going to have to figure out how to do more with less time. And so figuring out how I could get help, if there was a VA or if there was a friend who had a particular skill set who could help me move faster in a particular area, then I was not shy about asking for the help in those areas. And lastly, I started to see myself as a 6-figure earner in my business. I think it's one thing if you have been a 6-figure earner and someone else was writing that check. It's another thing to be a 6-figure earner where every single dollar that comes into your business, you literally made that dollar. That check was not going to be there unless you found the client to pay you, unless you got someone to buy your product. That is a whole different ball game. And not that one is better than the other, but they are different. So you may have been a 6-figure earner in corporate, but now you have to start seeing yourself as someone who can create opportunity, who can use a window of opportunity and turn that into something that is going to be lucrative for your business. I capitalize on all cracks that could lead me to an opportunity to build more wealth for myself and my family. And what that means is whenever I was out and I meet people, I wasn't telling them what I did in my corporate job. I was telling them that I'm a life coach. I was telling them that I specialize in emotional regulation and letting them know what to associate with me. So now you know Mickey Bay is a life coach specializing in emotional regulation, and that will start to ring in people's minds so that they can think of you if there's ever an opportunity. I still do that to this day. way. Everything that I'm telling you all in this video, I do that even with my 100K followers, even with the hundreds of women that I have helped at this point. I tell everyone who I am, what I do, and who I help, because that is going to be a seed that's in the ground, and you never know when that harvest is going to come just by you not being shy about what it is that you do. So going from 0 to 6 figures is actually, I think, 90% internal work, starting to see yourself as a person who can literally make 6 figures, not be given 6 figures, not go to work for 40 hours a week and make 6 figures, but someone who can literally do something that is worth that amount of money. And that starts with you believing that you are worthy of that, that you deserve that, that your skill level is at a 6-figure level. And once you start to really identify as that 6-figure earner, then ladder up all of your behaviors, your thoughts, and your actions to that identity, and watch how it becomes real in your life. So if you enjoyed this video and you are ready to take the next steps in your emotional regulation journey as a mompreneur, make sure you watch more of my videos. I have so much content here to help you. And if you're ready, go ahead and click the link and book a call so we can get you to your millions.